Hello there, this is RomWills coming back at you with yet another video. Be clear in your mind what you want from a woman. Be clear in your mind what you want from a woman. Look, that's very important. I don't care how these women behave out here. They still gotta hook up with you. You still gotta know, because you're gonna have different things you're gonna want from a woman. You know, like, even though a lot of guys don't like that friend zone thing, that might be all you want from a woman. You ain't turned on by her sexually at all, and you might see some other stuff, and you might be able to get something out of it. And as Master Teacher BGS would say, she might have a good Rolodex. She might be able to hook you up business-wise and stuff. And you need to be clear about that. You need to be clear about that. You're like, do you want that $10,000 in money, or do you want a half an hour of sex? Now, I know some guys out there will prefer the sex, but some of us will prefer the money. Some of us will prefer the money. Or if you just want that woman as just a sex partner, you need to know that. Don't try to pretend like, oh, you want it for a regular girlfriend. You just want to hook up every now and then. And then there's going to be some women that you just going to want just because they would make a good wifey. They would make a good wifey. But see, it don't matter. I don't care what the woman does. I don't care what she's presenting. You have to know. You know what? As a man, you have to know exactly what you want from that woman. You need to know. And there's going to be, probably most cases, you might have to let her know. She might be looking at you as a good husband, and you looking at her as a good friend, because you just not attracted to her. Hey, that's the thing too. You might not see anything in her. You might not want to be bothered with her. You need to be clear yourself. You need to know what you're going to do. What you're going to do and how you want to deal with her. Because I'm going to tell you something with women. They always have an agenda. They always have an agenda. They always know what they're going to do with a man. But see, a lot of men, unfortunately, just follow along. You don't want to be that man. You don't have time for that. You're supposed to be on a mission. You have a purpose. You doing some stuff. As a man, you always have to know what it is you're going to do, and then who's going to fit into it. Because when you're dealing with a woman, just because let me go through the progression, just because she got they got that face card, just because she got those nice breasts, that snatched waist, that big old round booty, those thick thighs, which save lives, those nice calves, whatever. I don't care what she got. It might not be something that you particularly like on her, all right? But you might see some other stuff, like the friend thing. Let me go over that. See, a lot of guys say, oh, I don't want a friend. Oh, hold up. First of all, you can't get with every single woman. Two, she might have, as Master Teacher BGS will call it, that Rolodex, which means she got some good connections. She can put some money in your pocket. And if y'all don't want to make money, you know what? I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. All right? Indeed, you get some of these guys who thinking you need money to get women. Well, okay. Maybe this one woman can help you get money to get this other one. Think about it. But whatever the case, you need to know. See, I'm gonna tell you what, a big issue out here is too many men, they just follow along. Because she had a fat ass though. They just follow along. Like the woman, she's always gonna know what she's doing with that man. I've talked with thousands of women. Privately with thousands of women. From the time I was young to lately. And I'm going to tell you what, they always know what they want from a man. But see, the biggest problem is many men just go along. Men have to stop that. Men have to say, okay, what do I want from this woman? And in most cases, you got to let that woman know. It was like, she might be looking at you like a sucker. Like I remember, I told that story a few times when I was on one of my 1,000 jobs and I gave a woman some candy. And her agenda was to get more stuff out of me, to get me to do more stuff. No, I just didn't like that candy. I already knew I didn't want any more from her. Because if she didn't take that particular candy, I'd have gave it to somebody else. She in that particular instance, I knew exactly what I wanted from her. Nothing. I wanted her to take the candy. If she didn't take it, somebody else would have got it. All right, because I just didn't eat it. But see, she had an agenda. She had something else. And I'm going to tell you what, these was one thing I learned about women. They always have an agenda, but many men just follow along. They try to act like they bossing and all of that, but it's like, no. As a man, always know exactly. As soon as you meet that woman, you need to be like, okay, can she make me some money? Can she do something for me? Can I get something out of her? All right? And this ain't in a bad way, but just knowing what you're going to do with her. Is she that friend? All right? Can I get something out? Can I talk to her? All right? Okay, might not be that. Is she somebody I just want for sex? And let's just be real. There's some guys, that's all they're going to want to do with a woman. If that's all you want, okay, fine. You might not want to take her around your family or something like that because you just want her for sex. But then you might meet that woman who could be a good wifey. It's like, oh, okay, I could take her home to meet my mom. I can take her around my family. We can start doing some stuff. Or it's whatever the case. It could be a woman you meet, just like, oh, wait a minute. Not even a friend, a good business partner. Because remember, money is important too. You might be thinking whatever, but you need to be clear in your mind. You need to have an agenda. Don't just follow along. See, too many men just follow along and doing whatever. And usually just following along because they think they might get sex or not. See, hold up. Let me be very clear. You got to be looking at women, nothing wrong with looking at them for sex, but you got to be looking at them beyond sex. You got to be thinking, oh, okay, what else? Because it might be something else. Like, for whatever reason, you might not be attracted to that woman sexually. She might not be attracted to you, but she got some good business connections. Okay, fine. Or she's somebody you can talk to. Okay, fine. Or you might want her beyond sex. You might like, you know what, this woman would make a good wife. Okay, fine. But you have to be clear. You have to have an agenda. Every single woman you deal with, you have to have an agenda. You have to have a clear agenda. You don't want to be one of these men just following along. It's too many men out here just following along. Too many. And you don't want to be one of them. All right? I want you to think about that. All right? I want you to really take that into consideration. All right? So anyway, that's all I have for right now. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.